Hello everyone, thank you for joining me once more and welcome to today's crafting session. Now, it is the time of year when you will notice a lot of people wearing poppies. And you will see decorations like that all over. The motto on my background there reads like this: lest we forget. Lest is an old-fashioned word that can mean in case of, but you shouldn't really, because this is something we really shouldn't forget. There once was a war that was so bad that the whole world came together to say we shouldn't be fighting anymore. Did we learn this lesson? Sadly, no. There are still wars going on. But everybody wears a poppy to remind themselves of those bad times, and we shouldn't forget them because we shouldn't repeat them. So, today I'll show you how to make yourself a paper poppy quite simply. What do we need? Oh, I'm making noises again. We're going to need some red paper. We're going to need some black crepe paper, it's that frilly stuff. Or you can use tissue paper, or you can even use normal black paper. And if you don't have black, you can use green if you wanted to. We're going to need our pencil, we're going to need our scissors, we're going to need an eraser. I must get a new one. We're going to need a safety pin. Mom and Dad, please help. I don't want the kiddies to poke holes in themselves. We're also going to need some glue, and the glue stick is perfect for two reasons, which I'll tell you soon, and we need some sticky tape. So, what are we going to do? Well, first of all, you know that I'm very stingy with my paper, so I have kept a lot of my snips, and I'll be working with one of them. I don't want to chop up a whole sheet of paper for only one poppy, but you can use a whole sheet of paper to make many poppies, and then you won't waste any of it. So I'll put this to a side. Make some space. Don't drop your pen. So here's my bit of scrap paper, and I am going to use the cap of my glue stick because it's just the right size that I want. If you have a compass, you can draw circles with that to the size you want, because you can make bigger poppies or smaller poppies, no matter. The size is your choice. But this one I made with this. So we use our pencil, and we set, I should have brought my glasses, shouldn't I? I set my cap down, and I draw a circle, and I draw another circle, and you want these two circles to touch each other. Can you see there? They're touching each other. Then we draw a little bridge in between, like that, so that there is a bit of a connection there between the two. Now this is one set of petals. If you're really clever and you want to make many flowers, draw this on a bit of card. And you know what, the card from cereal boxes, they work. It works very well. So now you've got a stiff template, because we need two sets of these petals to make our flower. Now, like a good child, I've already made two sets and I've cut them out. You don't have to be very exact. Petals are never perfect in nature. What's our next step? we put a small dot of glue just in the middle where that little waist is drawn. Then we stick our second set of petals over the top at 90 degrees, just like that. That's your flower finished. Then we cut ourselves a little strip of crepe paper. Mine is 17 centimeters by 2, but you can cut it any size you want. So what we're going to make the center of the flower with this. So we fold it over and we fold it over again. So it's folded into 4. And then just about a third of the way through, don't go all the way through, just about a third of the way, we cut it. So I put my scissors into the fold first, and then I cut my little frilly bit out. As I say, not too deep. You just want part the way through because it's going to get complicated in a minute. And I think I folded it over here in one place too, didn't I? It doesn't matter. So once I've got those little frills chopped, I fold it in half, and I fold it in half again. So it's now really folded very small and very thin. When I get to this point, the last bit that I folded in half, I make a small snip over there. Now, if you cut these ones too deeply, it'll fall apart. So just a short snip. And you can see where my cut stopped. So my next cut must be about a third in. You don't want the thing to fall to bits. So a little snip. So now it's in 2 halves. I fold it again. But what I do is I fold it over so that it makes a flat bit. See that? So I made a little snip and I folded each side up the way. What do I do next? I put some glue on that flat bit. Now this is tricky too because crepe paper tears really easily and my glue is very gungy. Just for safety, I put another blob in the middle of my flower. And then I take this flat T-shaped bit and I glue it down like that. Press it hard, you want it to stay. So now my flower looks like this. Can you see? Next thing I do is I fluff out all these stamens I've cut until it looks fluffy like this. Now, mine is very fancy. If you want to, you can curl your petals over a little bit just to give you flower life, to make it look more like a real poppy because their petals can curl. Or not, as the case may be. You don't have to. Many of the poppies you can buy or you can donate money to, they are quite flat. So there's our poppy flower with a little curled petals a little bit, just to give it a bit of life. What do we do next? We have to put the pin on. Now, we have to be careful. Open your pin, don't poke your fingers. Take a small piece of sticky tape, just the width of your pin there, and we put it inside our pin so that the sticky tape is right there. Look at my fingerprint. And now we turn our flower over and we stick our pin to the back of it. Can you see there? That's my pin stuck on. And just like that, your poppy is ready to wear. Make sure you pose the the center of your flower properly, and you can pin it on. And I'll just have 2 poppies for good luck. Do be careful with the pin. Don't want to make holes in yourself and bleed all over your lovely work. Sometimes they can be a little bit tight to stick on. Just like that, you've got a poppy. Now, you can make quite a lot and give it to all your family, or you can sell them for pin money and make a donation to the Poppy Appeal. Good luck and enjoy and have fun. I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.